All right, be glad there is a Chad, my friend. This is Chad Pergram on Capitol Hill. Before almost anyone else, he was warning about a spending nightmare in Washington that wouldn't go down smoothly, even though a lot of people said, oh, don't worry, the government light's going to stay on. No shutdown, no problem, the speaker gets through, yada, yada, yada. Chad said no, there were problems. And sure enough, they surfaced, and he joins us for the latest now. Chad, what's going on?
Well, here's what we've got. We've just gotten a statement here from President-elect Trump and also Vice President-elect Vance, and they are posting here that they want a debt ceiling increase tacked on to this spending deal. Here, the idea that they would have to lift the debt ceiling sometime in the first quarter of the year, maybe January, maybe February. They want that in. It's also notable that this is the first time that Trump and Vance have really waded into this. I mean, they've been talking about putting this bill together for weeks, and here at the 11th hour, I mean, House Republicans, to be frank, were trying to pass this bill before Trump weighed in, and they just didn't have the votes. They were hoping to vote sometime maybe around 4 o'clock after they stepped on the gas pedals here. They were bleeding votes all day long, mainly because there was so much in this bill. It was called a Christmas tree. That was something that members didn't like on the Republican side, even though some of them liked individual things, but they didn't like to talk about the overall scope. Here's the other things from Trump and Vance. They oppose the congressional pay increase that's in this piece of legislation. They also want a streamlined bill, but they are also calling for disaster relief. Now, disaster relief, about $100 billion and change, was part of that overall spending package that they had written already. They have not officially pulled that bill, but it looks like right now that might be the direction they are going. Now, the House Minority Leader, Hakeem Jeffries, he has just weighed in, and here's what he said. House Republicans have been ordered to shut down the government. You break the bipartisan agreement, and you own the consequences that follow. In other words, you had Democrats and Republicans in the House and Senate negotiate this, and they were probably going to pass this in the House of Representatives with more Democratic votes than Republican votes. And I'll tell you one thing that this is about. A lot of people were looking very mindfully at January 3rd. That's the day that the new Congress starts. Mike Johnson, on that particular vote, I'll underscore that, on that particular vote, if we come in at 434 members and he has 219 Republicans, he can only lose one vote. You have to get 218 out of 434 to be Speaker. Well, Thomas Massie, the Republican congressman from Kentucky, indicated that he was going to vote for somebody else. You've had some other whispers that other Republicans might vote for somebody else. And what that does is, like what we saw in January of 2023, is maybe stall the beginning of the Congress. And so some people were looking behind the tea leaves here and trying to see if Mike Johnson was maybe trying to stave off a fight over the speakership. I had a couple of people tell me in the past several days that they couldn't imagine that the speaker's vote starting on January 3rd under these circumstances and the context of this bill would at least not go 2 or 3 rounds, maybe not the 15 that we had with Kevin McCarthy in January of 2023, but the idea that this would delay the start of the Congress and really make Mike Johnson sweat, Neil.
Well, as I always told you, Chad, and you never listen, it's about the math. It's about the math.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you very much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.